Assalamualaikum guys, this is Amma from Yanzuz, and in last lecture we talked about the peripheral nervous system. Now let's move towards central nervous system. So central nervous system consists of brain and spinal cord. In short, we called it CNS. So let's talk about it. So in front of you there is a diagram. Okay, this is spinal cord, this is forebrain, this part is forebrain, and this is midbrain, and this is hindbrain. Hindbrain include pons and medulla and is also known as rhomboencephalon, and midbrain is also known as mesencephalon, and forebrain is known as proencephalon. And diencephalon, this part include like deeper part is known as diencephalon, and this spring like structure I have made, this is known as gray matter. Okay, this was a short introduction of this diagram. Now move further. So now let's talk about the cells of the nervous system. Nervous system consists of two types of cell. One type of cell is known as neurons, which conduct information, which generate nerve impulses from different parts of the towards different parts of the body, and there are some special types of cell which are known as neuroglial cell. Like these are known as connective tissue of nervous system. They support the neurons, they provide nutrition, etc. to neurons. Okay, now there is another term which is known as gray matter and white matter. What is gray matter? Collection of cell bodies within the central nervous system. This is an important term, gray matter. Like may also know that there are some ganglia outside the central nervous system which are known as autonomic ganglia, but they are not called as gray matter as they are not included in the central nervous system. They are including the peripheral nervous system, so they will not be called as gray matter. For gray matter, the collection of cell bodies must be within the central nervous system. Okay, now move towards white matter. Collection of axons. Where? Collection of axons within the central nervous system. This is an important term. Collection of axons within the central nervous system. So I had wrote down here. So collection of axons within the central nervous system, this is known as white matter. Okay, and collection of axon outside the central nervous system, then that term is known as nerve. Don't be confused between the nerve and white matter. Nerve is collection of axon outside the central nervous system, and white matter is collection of axons within the central nervous system. Okay, now move to nervous system. Okay, now move to nervous system. Nervous system is of two types: central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. We had already talked about peripheral nervous system, so in this video we are talking about central nervous system and the terms related to it. So central nervous system consists of gray matter and white matter. Okay, now see this diagram. These are cell bodies of neurons, and these lines are known as axons. Okay, this collection of cell bodies within the central nervous system, this is known as gray matter. These lines, axons within the central nervous system, these are known as white matter. Okay, and gray matter, further two terms are related to it. One is cortex and other is nucleus. The gray matter which is applied on the surface of central nervous system, then that is called cortex. Small piece of gray matter surrounded by axons or white matter within the central nervous system is known as nucleus. Okay, now move towards diagram. So here in front of you there is a diagram, and it is roughly prepared. Okay, I can explain it easily, don't worry. This is a side view of the brain and brainstem. This is spinal cord. Okay, this spring like around the brain, this is known as cerebral cortex. What is it is called? It is called cerebral cortex. Okay, this one spring, this is known as cerebellar cortex. Okay, what is this material, this spring like? It is the collection of cell bodies of what, of neurons in the central nervous system. These are also known as collection of cell bodies of neurons, and these lines here are known as axons of them. Okay, so collection of cell bodies applied on the surface of the central nervous system, this is known as cortex, and around the cerebral hemisphere is known as cerebral cortex, and around the cerebellum hemisphere this is known as cerebellar cortex. Okay, when these the neurons have processes going away from the cell bodies. So suppose these are cell body of neurons, and these processes are going away from the cell bodies. Okay, these processes are known as axons. They will be going downwards, they will be going upwards, they will be going from here to upwards, they will be going from here to here. Okay, they will be going from here to here, as these are cell bodies and these are axons. So information from, like someone has touched your foot, so the information from there travel from the foot towards upwards, and then the brain takes a necessary action, so it will generate impulses towards the foot. So the axons must also be traveling from upwards towards the foot, mean from upwards downwards. Okay, so these axons which are traveling from upwards downwards, from downward to upwards, from here to here, from here to here. Okay, these have a special terms, and we shall talk about it in this video. All those axons which I mentioned here in the central nervous system, going from upwards downwards, from downwards to upward, from here to here, from here and here, these are known as white matter. So this is our definition of white matter: the collection of axons, any fibers which are moving up and down or vice versa, then they are called tracts. White matter is what? A collection of axons within the central nervous system. Collection of axons within the central nervous system. This is spinal cord, this is brain. So these lines, all these axons are known as white matter. And the collection of cell bodies, these spring like thing which I have made in diagram, these are known as gray matter. Okay, so white matter is further divided into three types. One is tracts, one is association fibers, and one is commisual fibers. Okay, what are tracts? Any fibers which are moving up and down or vice versa are known as tract. They may be ascending tracts or descending tracts. Ascending tracts taking information upward, descending tract taking information from upwards to upwards down, means downwards. Okay, like from these cell bodies, the axons are traveling downwards. I have made arrows. These will be known as descending tracts, as these axons are within the central nervous system, so they are known as white matter, and they are taking information from upwards to downwards, they are known as descending tracts. And those fibers which are taking information from downwards towards upwards, these are known as ascending tracts. Collection of axons within the central nervous system are known as white matter. White matter are further divided. The axons are white matter traveling downwards are known as descending tracts, traveling upwards are known as ascending tracts. Okay, now there is another term, commisual fibers. Some white matter is connecting right and left parts of the CNS in brain and spinal cord. The largest example is corpus callosum. Okay, now we are again talking about white matter, not outside the central nervous system. We are talking inside the central nervous system. Suppose this is left hemisphere of brain and this is right hemisphere of brain. Some fibers connecting, some fibers, as these are also known as gray matter. So here connecting left side towards right side or right side to left side, these are known as commisual fibers. Okay, this is also a white matter, as it is present, these axons are present within the central nervous system. So remember one thing, axons present in the central nervous system are known as white matter, axons present outside the central nervous system are known as nerve, that is in the peripheral nervous system. And we are talking about the types of white matter. We have talked about ascending tracts, which are moving down, which are moving upward, and descending tracts, which are moving downward, and from right to left or left to right, these are known as commisual fibers. And another term is association fibers, fibers connecting central nervous system anterior posteriorly and vice versa. These are known as association fiber. This is also type of white matter. Like if suppose this is a brain, fibers connecting posteriorly to anteriorly, fibers connecting anterior to posterior side, these axons, these fibers are known as association fibers. Fibers connecting central nervous system anterior posteriorly and vice versa, these are known as fibers connecting central nervous system anterior posteriorly and vice versa, these are known as association fibers. Okay, in gray matter we have talked about cortex, but one thing is more, that is nucleus. Small piece of gray matter surrounded by axons or white matter is known as nucleus. Okay, now let's travel toward diagram. Suppose this is a gray matter, meaning collection of cell bodies, and there are axons surrounding it. This thing will be known as nuclei. You have listened about nucleus of tractus solitarius, nucleus of seventh cranial nerve, etc. If there is a fibers emerging from this gray matter, and someone tells them that these are this is a seventh cranial nerve, this is a seventh cranial nerve. Suppose from this there is emerging axons which is known as seventh cranial nerve. So then this nucleus will be known as nuclei of seventh cranial nerve. I have also write it here, small piece of gray matter, which is known as which is surrounded by axons in the central nervous system, is known as nuclei, and the nerve, the axons emerging from it which have a special name, then that nucleus will be related to that name. That is, if they this is suppose called as cranial nerve, seventh cranial nerve, then this nucleus will be known as nucleus of seventh cranial nerve. There are also some nuclei present here. Okay, wait. There are also some nuclei present here in the deeper portion, in the deeper part. So these are also surrounding by axons, as these are gray matter. They are gray matter particles present here which are surrounded by axons. So these nuclei are known as basal nuclei. I have write it here, I think. Basal nuclei in the deepest part of brain of cerebral hemisphere. Okay, now move towards basic term tracts and nerves. Where both are bundles of axons. This is a similarity between the tracts and the nerves, but there is a difference in their location. Tracts are located within the central nervous system, nerves are located outside the central nervous system, as both are collection of axons. Okay, nerves have supporting cells known as Schwann cells, whereas tracts have a special supporting cell known as oligodendrocytes in the CNS. So this is a difference and similarity between the tracts and the nerves. Remember these things, this is an important term. Sometimes fiber, like in this diagram, like fiber traveling from here, they cross each other and they go towards left side. Sometime from left side they go towards right side, and they are a huge collection of this fiber, that is axons. So if there is a gray matter present, these fibers when during crossing break it into fragments. Okay, then the smaller fragments of these gray matter will be known as reticula, deeper part of brainstem where gray matter and white matter mix due to fiber crossing. Then smaller particles of gray matter are known as reticula, and if there are larger fragment present after crossing of these axons, then they are known as nuclei. I have also told you about nuclei previously. So these are basic terms, and hope so you will get information about new anatomy basics in this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel please, and share this video among your friends. Take care of yourself, and this is a short review. Okay, share this video. Allah Hafiz.